I think the problem that most of you have is that you all want to do your task effectively. You want to be able to work 14 hours a day without any rest and still want to concentrate like a monk. You want to juggle your full-time job and business without taking care of yourself. And all this without any plan and strategy. You all want to get things done, but after working the whole day, you can't seem to achieve anything. This is all because you don't stop to look back. That all this time you have been doing things the wrong way. Because when I looked back to see, my whole life changed for good. After doing tons of research to scrape out the best time management tips, I have come up with 5 tips to share with you. This man is a philosopher and an economist. He noticed that 20% of the pea plants in his garden generated 80% of the healthy pea pods. This means that 20% of effort causes 80% of the results. Just as 80% of wealth is in the hands of 20% of people, 80% and sometimes 90% of results comes from only 20% of the efforts. When I used this rule in my work, it did wonders for me. Let me give you an example so that you understand better. There are only certain things that a teacher can ask you in your exams. Only a handful of questions can fit on a piece of paper, not the whole syllabus. The true purpose of smart work over hard work comes in handy over here. Most of the content in the exam has already been discussed in class. And if it is not discussed, then probably you don't have to spend much time on it. Only reading once and focusing on class can work for those contents. If you notice your teacher is taking 3 to 4 lectures on a specific topic, then focus more on that topic. That is definitely going to come up in the exams. And when your professor tells you about the important topics, do not think they are kidding. I repeat, do not. They know what they are talking about. That's how focusing on the most important ones, only the 20% of the content, will keep you productive. It will also save you from all the unnecessary labor and play a big part in your success. Next in line we have is short breaks. Try studying in short time blocks divided by short breaks. You'll tire less and your brain will continue to process information during the breaks. It's not realistic for you to focus on any one task for hours upon hours without becoming less efficient. But when you take a break after 1 or 2 hours of study, it refreshes your mind. It also helps you get back to work with ample energy. If you ask me, it is the most important tip, and here's why. I used to work for 4 or 5 hours on one stretch without taking a break, wanting to cover most of the content. But after 4 hours, I used to be completely drained out and eventually lose concentration. I couldn't get back to work after those 4 hours, and hence I ended up losing my entire day. So here's how it looks. Out of 24 hours, I end up giving only 4 hours. But if you study for 1 hour and take a break even for a few minutes, then you will see the magic. Getting back to studying will become very easy and you will end up being productive. You will not believe how much work you have done. For this, you can also use the Pomodoro technique. In this technique, you study for 1 or 2 hours depending on your requirements and then take a short break of 10 or 20 minutes. It will definitely help you stay on track. Next is Eisenhower method. Is it important? Is it urgent? The Eisenhower method has 4 quadrants and you put your work into one of these 4 quadrants and from there you decide which work is important and urgent. It's amazing. So we have important, urgent, important, non-urgent, not important, urgent, not important, not urgent. In the not urgent and not important quadrant, we include things like Facebook, checking emails all the time, and work that is not important. Don't spend any time on these activities. This should not at all take your time, and if it does, then it should take the least amount of time because it does nothing to progress you towards your goal. I would also prefer to spend the least amount of time in the urgent and not important quadrant as well, because here tasks like phone calls, answering your inbox, or someone coming over and wanting to spend time take up space. You can overcome this by putting your phone on DND or putting a busy sign on your door. Whatever it is, try getting free from it ASAP, as these also don't take you anywhere near your goals. Deadlines, exams go in the urgent and important quadrant. As deadlines and exams are urgent and also very, very important. The more you achieve your deadlines, the more you step towards your goals. And last but not least, not urgent but important. This is where staying fit, family time come in. These help push you towards your goal. Once you jot down your priorities in these quadrants, you will be able to set yourself up for success. Keep your index cards handy. Write all your formulas and quizzes that you need to memorize on your cards. That will help you keep in check with your studies while doing laundry. If you're in college, then you will have breaks between your classes, or if you're waiting in line, then use that time to go through your cards. This is for those subjects that need quite a few revisions. It is not possible to go through the long notes and read through the entire syllabus every freaking time. For such issues, you can make index cards with important formulas and stuff and keep taking a look at various instances. Sleep, 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 and please sleep. Don't forget to sleep and eat properly. It's easy to sacrifice your sleep. There will be times when you need to pull an all-nighter, but making the effort to get a good night's sleep on a regular basis will make you much more effective during your waking hours. For me, my antennas would always be active at night time, and I ended up working at night. But trust me, it is not sustainable at all. Your day will start to become sluggish. If you're going to sleep at 4 or 5, then you will wake up at 12 or 1. After spending half of your time getting ready for the day, you will finally start studying, but you won't feel very energized. Moreover, if you have school, then you will be sleepy at your lectures, and sleeping during your lectures will let you miss important topics, and you will lose focus. In my personal opinion, that does not look like a productive school hour. Remember the 80-20 rule? Yeah, that requires you to focus on your class. And also, what will be your time management skills if you don't take time to take care of yourselves? Remember, self-love. Always keep that in mind. If you're interested in videos where I discuss tips and tricks such as how to improve your study skills and enhance your life in general, then please watch my channel.